Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
When these birds have their certain call, they do it over and over, and it's very annoying.
Yes. I have a low annoyance tolerance, so I don't really notice it. Have you ever heard an owl? You remember that night that you were out of town and there was an owl like right outside of our window and it was freaking me out? You were...
Oh, yeah. I mean, if Trey ever leaves town, Kate, there's a guy coming to murder her.
That is not true at all. That is not true at all. There was a really loud noise right outside the window and it was just such an odd noise. I'd never really heard it before. I'm like, what is outside the window? And I finally put it together.
I'm sure all women are, but you do get paranoid. It's like 4 p.m. and someone like rings the doorbell and you're like, is someone coming? I'm like, it's probably Amazon. You have stuff coming here every time. You're summoning men to our house daily.
Well,
so you don't have anything to say. And they knock on the door and you're like, but that was like an aggressive knock. Like, it's just the Amazon.
That happened the other day. Well, I've relaxed because earlier someone knocked on the door and I thought it was gonna be Jake, and so I just said, come in. And then no one came in, and I realized it was a delivery person, and I just invited them in our house. So I don't know.
Owls. I'll never forget seeing an owl for the first time. We were on a picnic.
Oh yeah.
I remember you want to do this picnic. I'm like, the last thing I want to do is sit on the ground and eat food.
It's so fun.
But finally, quarantine, the final straw. I was like, okay, we'll go on a picnic. So nice. We put hummus and it was basically a Lunchable.
You love Lunchables.
And we sat down. It was fine. We're eating, and we looked up, and a massive owl flies up and lands on the tree above us. I was like freaking out. I was like, I've never seen an owl in my life. This is really cool. And then the owl, it's like he heard me. He's like, what are you talking about me? And he's staring at me, and I thought we were gonna die. Remember that?
Oh, you were a little concerned.
He stared at me for a minute straight.
Yeah.
And you hear things.
They just attack you?
The Staircase, the documentary.
I've never seen that.
Where he got killed by an owl.
By an owl?
We don't know. It's a murder mystery. They're not confident the way she died, but they can't figure it out. They did find owl feathers in her hair, so the theory is like maybe an owl came down, swooped down, and just like clawed the heck out of her skull, and then she like fell off the stairs.
What would be your best defense against an owl?
Like a strategy, or
yeah, like if an owl was coming down to attack you, we were on that picnic and you were trying to protect me from the owl, what would you do?
You go, because they come down, they talon the head, right? Because they want the head meat. I just go, her head's bigger.
That's not true. Your hats are way too big for me.
I know. I have a good sized noggin, but I don't think there's a defense for an owl.
We need to know.
Window. I had an owl kamikaze in my window. The other
Really?
day. Yeah. So,
Big old owl?
Big old owls. Yep. So I don't know if it was like hunting me, but.
Oh
That's
my
terrifying.
gosh.
Your days are numbered.
Yes.
You're haunted, dude.
That's
like the start of every horror movie.
Yes.
Where like they're washing the dishes and an owl hits the window and kills itself, and they're like, "Oh, that's weird."
It's weird.
And then by the end of it,
they're dead.
Yeah. There's 70 owls.
Oh no. Watch out, Derek.
Owls are, because I heard they don't have a sense of smell. They're like before it was cool in COVID. So they're able to get skunks.
Oh, wow.
So owls, I don't know what owls like, what they don't like. I need to figure that out. Oh, I'd just be like, they sleep during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd just be like, it's 3 p.m.
Oh,
I don't know.
That would work well.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure they can understand us very well.
Oh, it's scary. I don't like birds. There you go. I think they're overrated. I think they're very overrated. I think they're a problem. There's too many birds in this country. Crows.
Pigeons.
Where do we get those?
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of those.
Yeah, I don't know.
Walking around like they own that place. There's a whole lot of stuff happening in today's culture that just grinds my gears. You too? Well, on my podcast, Correct Opinions, I, Trey Kennedy, have the correct opinions to give my take on these issues. You might know me from all my viral comedy videos across social media. Well, welcome to my podcast that comes out every Wednesday. Subscribe to Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcasting app, and we'll see you there.